Hey, what's up guys? Nils here and welcome back to another video. So a lot of people have asked me to make this video and talk a little bit about the state of the game right now and how this update was kinda very bad for free-to-play. So we're gonna jump on this topic and this is what we're gonna be discussing today. And honestly guys, I 100% agree with you that this update was actually very bad for free-to-play / new players. And honestly, I don't know why these changes happened, but these changes are horrendously bad. It's like, if you play the game, you will understand instantly that these changes are bad, but you know, sometimes calls happen and shit happens, but we can easily fix that, right? Like this update. Anyway, so let's see like some of the changes this update that kinda like made the game very bad and why people are kinda bored and tired of the game and quitting. So first of all, dungeon nerf. A lot of people don't like that. I don't like that either. Like that's something that can be tuned. Like I could understand why he wanted to nerf it. Now he went overboard with the nerf, and yeah, that's actually a true statement. Like he nerfed everything way too freaking much, and like it's not even fun anymore as to how much he has nerfed the dungeons. Like the dungeons are horribly bad right now. But this is just a tuning issue. Might have been a mistake, you know. Direb is on vacation, so next update it might get fixed. I guess we'll see. Then you will know if it was intentional or not. But let's move on to some more like important stuff that are actually update changes. And first of all, we have, as you can see here, wait, let me find it. There's anyway somewhere here in this entire changelog. There we go. Several passives can no longer be hatched. This change is completely nonsense. Like there was absolutely no reason why you would do something like that. And like essentially this change and the change to the shards, which we will talk about in a little bit, it punishes new players or free-to-play players even, and it favors like players that have been playing the game for a long time. Like this change is so unnecessary that it's actually insane. And pretty much now your only chance of getting draconic units and solid gold units, which by the way you need, is a 0.25% chance. You have to roll on units with a 1 in 400 chance. That is if you have the game pass to get these passives. Like completely stupid change. Like revert this. If I was you, I would put draconic, solid gold and lucky 3. I would honestly just put them back here in the table, in the passives table, and just like let people try to get the freaking passives. Like there's no reason why you would do something like that. Like you literally punish the new players or the free-to-play, and you essentially favor the good players. Yeah, because the gap is getting bigger that way from free-to-play and advanced players. Like, just let people try to max open, try to get a team of draconic, try to get a team of solid gold. I would even say let people try and get a team of lucky 3. As far as I'm aware, like honestly, I don't see why you wouldn't like help new players sort of catch back in, because at this point in time in the game, it's mandatory to have, you need to have your draconic team, you need to have your solid gold team, you need to have your lucky 3 team. Like these are must-have units, so I don't see why they shouldn't be able to be hatched. That is the first change. And then the second change that also ties to this whole gap from new to old players narrative, like let me find it here. The change to the shards. Now divines now use shards from the world they hatch in. Like this change is completely unnecessary, and it's actually horrendously bad. Like it doesn't change anything if you hatch a divine on Sorcerer Empire here and use sorcery shards, right? Like when I do my daily dungeon, I'm gonna choose which shards I want on the dungeon. And well, the only second element in this thing is just the RNG effect from the raids, which obviously you cannot control what you're gonna get, right? But when it comes to dungeons, I can 100% control what dungeons I wanna get. So this change is completely unnecessary. And as a matter of fact, it actually punishes new players. Because right now for me, like as Nils, as like this advanced player that I am, there is absolutely no reason for me to open here on Sorcerer Empire. I don't have any benefit of it. I don't need a secret unit. And look at this. A max open here costs 22.2 trillion max open tokens, right? If I go back to Guts, where I can hatch Shigomi, it's gonna cost 4.8 trillion. The difference is about 4 times. And what for? Like, it benefits me more than it benefits new players, this change. Like, the new player will have to change on the last map here. Like, he will have to open here on the last map so that he will get the secrets. And then, like, maybe he uses the secrets to limit break them, etc. And everything is more expensive. The star is more expensive. The max opens are more expensive. While me, I can just chill here, and with the amount of max open tokens that I currently have, I can just open forever here. So yeah, like, all of those changes, like, they start stacking up, yeah. And the thing is that I find the changes quite unreasonable. Like, if anything, I think you should, like, help to bridge the gap between endgame and new players. So I think these changes are completely unnecessary. So these need to get reverted ASAP on the next update, because the only thing that they currently achieve is to just make the players, like, the gap between the top and the new / middle of the pack just even bigger, and makes everything harder. And for no apparent reason, honestly, right? Like, this doesn't even, like, benefit anybody. It just makes it harder for, like, new people that are trying to get into the game, which is, like, it's even hard by itself to get into Anime Fighters, right? It's a game that's been around for a little bit over a year now, so you can tell that's, like, back when I started, the last map in the game was XYZ World 13. Now we have 33 maps in the game. Like, somebody has to go through this entire grind of 33 maps, which is gonna take you a couple of days to do, probably, I don't know. And if you don't have the game passes, probably at least a week. And then, like, when the actual endgame starts, it only gets harder and harder. I don't understand why any of these changes are actually a thing. And as I said, if anything, I would love to see even Lucky 3 being hatchable, just to help out new players get their teams going, because, like, these teams are a part of your, like, they're mandatory. Yeah, you need to have Solid Gold, you need to have Draconic, you need to have Lucky 3. So it would be very nice if we see them getting added into the normal loot table. And yeah, the shards change is, I don't know, it feels like as if it's completely irrelevant. I don't know, maybe Dareb has something planned for the future. That's why he did that change. But as of right now, it just feels completely out of the water, and it makes absolutely no sense. So I guess we just have to be patient and see. Now, next update seems to be very promising. I think we're getting fragments being introduced to us, so we'll finally see what they are gonna do. But I'm speculating that it's gonna be tied to player power, which is honestly pretty cool that we actually have something else to farm besides just passives and units, because that's pretty much the end game right now. Like, even getting units is relatively easy. It's a little bit time consuming, but it's easy. And then it's all about just limit breaking and getting passives on your units. And especially now with dungeons, like, fruits are not the slightest issue. So it honestly just comes down to passives. And it would be pretty cool to see a new system being introduced with fragments. We'll see how that works. Although, I don't know, I'm very down bad with fragments. I don't even have 20 with a single one of them. So hopefully stuff is not that expensive when they come up. And yeah, I should also probably do my daily dungeon. I guess I'll do it a little bit later though, in the evening. I'm kinda not in the mood for it right now. But anyway, guys, let me know your opinions about the game state right now, what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see changed down below in the comments. And yeah, if you enjoyed, make sure to click the like and subscribe button down below. And I'll see you guys all on the next one. Take care.